News, my lovely, wonderful people, is happening. Tinubu ought to reinstate Fubara as governor. NBA declares administrators' rule unconstitutional. Says it will take further actions if Tinubu does not do the right thing immediately. So this is what is happening, my lovely, wonderful people. Every single person can see the step that Tinubu has taken with regards to River State does not sit or go down well with a lot of people who have come to condemn the action taken by Tinubu, saying he has no right to declare, a military rule in River State when clearly there is really no call for concern. What he did, okay, declaring somebody else as the leader in River State shows that there is an undertone to it, because when you look at the whole situation, there is really no reason, there is really no need for what Tinubu has done. The days upon us are so critical, and everybody is watching to really get to the very bottom of what is happening right now and why we are here in the first place. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details and understand what is fully going on now. Tinubu ought to reinstate Fubara as governor. NBA declares administrator rule unconstitutional, gives Tinubu an ultimatum to reverse it or they will take further actions. The Nigerian Bar Association has powerfully condemned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's call to suspend the Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara, describing it as unconstitutional and a bilateral disregard for the rule of law. According to NBA, according to the NBA president, Afom Osawe, the president's action may be a clear violation of the constitution that does not give for the suspension of a governor or the imposition of a sole administrator. Osawe emphasized that the crisis in Rivers needs a political resolution instead of imposition of a state of emergency. There is really no need for it. We are carrying out our investigation and there was no need for the drastic action taken by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have called on the president to reverse this, as we have constitutionally looked at the whole situation and found out that what he has done is uncalled for and there was no need for it and it needs to be reversed immediately. The president's measures sequel measures excessively. He has taken more and has beaten more than he can chew. There needs to be a political resolution in Rivers. The declaration of single sole administrator is unconstitutional. Osawe is saying the constitution is obvious and also the president action does not seem to be supported by the law. The NBA additionally speaks on controversial issues with what is going on, the spots on section 305 that Tinubu is standing on. This is not the constitution. It was misinterpreted. And if he does not do the right thing, we will take further action. That the president cited is the Section 305 the president cited is clearly on justifying his action. So we argued that the constitution is specific and must be looked at carefully. The measures for transparency to ensure no abuse of power must be done. The judiciary, if they don't take the necessary step, and the legislative, we will take further actions immediately to ensure that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recognizes what he has done is wrong. The right thing must be done. This is Nigeria, and there is a constitution that governs this nation, not a sole administrator imposing himself. So this is exactly what is happening now. Our very own brother has come up to tell Nigerians that Tinubu's action is uncalled for. They have carefully examined it and they are going to take further actions to ensure that Tinubu recognizes that he cannot continue with the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. He said what Tinubu has done right now, that they have constitutionally reevaluated the actions, looking at it thoroughly, and they have seen that he was wrong. Where Tinubu is holding on to in the constitution is section 305, but it says it was clearly misrepresented in this very instant. That what Tinubu has done, is going against the very essence of the law. He has not done it correctly. They are looking at it, they are watching it, and they want to see, the next actions that will be taken going forward from here. So my people, this is what is happening right now. Everyone is watching and everyone wants to understand the very essence of what Tinubu is doing. It feels very much like a biased situation rather than being objective and giving a real serious perspective in order to ensure truth, transparency, and genuinity. Tinubu, it feels like Tinubu was taking sides, or he wants to show to everyone that he is the president of the nation and clearly doing everything, wrong. They said they've constitutionally analyzed it, and if Tinubu is not careful, they are going to take further actions, and it's going to go beyond the Nigerian court, because the judiciary system seems to be under Tinubu's wings, and nobody is actually, calling him off and really telling him that what he has done is not right, is not accepted. So no one is clearly telling Tinubu off. So they want to make sure that they do everything humanly speaking possible to ensure the right things are done. So my people, you can see that Tinubu, looking at it from the lens of the NBA as the Nigerian Bar Association, they feel Tinubu has not done it right. That what Tinubu has done is totally, completely irrelevant, unnecessary, and they don't want it to continue. So my people, this is what is happening. Every single one of us must understand that things must change. Okay, things must change, and we must begin to ensure that we are rising to the occasion and doing what is right. If NBA, the Nigerian Bar Association, talking about SANs, lawyers, in the people in those professions, and Nigerian legal system cannot really see it, I wonder what is going on with our judiciary system. Nigeria, the judiciary is supposed to be balancing the government so that there is really no, call for, all of this. But guess what? We are not experiencing that. What we are supposed to be experiencing is quite different from what we are seeing. It's quite so different. So different. So Nigerians, if there is any time everybody needs to begin to, look at things more obviously and ensure that we look at it with the right lenses now. Because those who are supposed to be, speaking out are really not doing that. They are really doing every other thing rather than, defending the people who have put them into different offices and various positions. Okay, so it is what it is. And these people who are supposed to be leading, who are supposed to be giving direction, many of them have other agenda in their hearts. Many of them have other interests and not really speaking out for the people. So it is a day of sober reflection for our nation. What Tinubu has done, those who should speak, really they are not speaking. The legislatives that we voted into or that we have voted into office are not doing their job. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.